Failure has nothing to do with whether the fundamentals of gravity work. It's whether you execute or not. There's our love doctor friend.
Hey, how are you?
Look what I got.
Oh wow! Oh wow! I know that guy.
Who is this guy? He looks happy all the time. Got a happy family. It looks almost like stock art. You have this other kind of smile, but you don't like the
Beautiful.
teeth though.
I need to change the back cover with this shirt.
Yeah, the heart thing. Yeah,
How are you?
good, good. I've got a flight in 45 minutes, so I got to run through security in just a little bit.
Where are you at now?
I'm in Vegas. Just went to a couple conferences here.
Oh, yeah, with Dr. Chow?
Yep, you saw that, right?
Yeah, no, Bill.
Yep, had dinner with Bill and Dr. Chow last night. We had Korean barbecue. It was amazing.
Fantastic.
Yep, we're writing a book together, which is great.
I've Bill for
A couple of
years. Yeah.
I took some photos and videos from last night, like from our dinner. You can see. Yeah, I always like to capture these moments.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yep. How can I help you? I have some thoughts, but I'd love to wherever you want to go.
Where you should.
All right. Well, here's what I'm thinking from kind of an objective standpoint. Anyone who is selling higher ticket coaching in a space where it's based on you're hanging out with Richard Branson on Necker Island and other well-known people, right? Then you've got to rank on Anil Gupta because there's all these other Anil Guptas, right? So the only way to find you is Anil Gupta Love Doctor. And none of the things that show up in Love Doctor, from an SEO standpoint, there's nothing going on. Like you don't rank on anything. And the people that you're associated with are not really that clear. I mean, you have some of these social pieces here. You have videos that can be repurposed, but this video has the videos that are here, for example, have not been repurposed into blog posts and other things that can build out you being Googleable, right? And your brand. So that's awesome that I see so much content with you and Branson and these other people, but no one's seeing this content.
Yeah, and that's so frustrating. I've got a beautiful video with Mike Tyson as well.
I saw that where you like pretended to bite your ear off twice.
No one's engaging in it.
Yeah. So I don't know where I saw that, but yeah, it was a good one. And he said good things about you, and that creates a lot of credibility. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's the full one.
Yeah, this is amazing. But my guess, I don't have your YouTube analytics, but my guess is that this is not being repurposed. You have so much credibility, like from this piece, if more people saw it, this would attract the right kind of people, which I think is the most important part. Because how many people coach on love or relationships or whatnot? And I'm sure if you have like a Mike Tyson, if you're hanging out on Necker Island, you're selling high ticket. So this is not like a $1,000 coaching thing or a $99 program or this kind of thing. Like you probably charge $100,000 plus for your program.
I should do, but unfortunately, it's frustrating even getting like 15K out of people. But I get it, but it's not.
With the right people, if you show enough authority, two things: A, if you reach those right people, and then B, you show the authority, people come to you. And especially with high ticket, I know there's a bunch of people, the Dan Henrys of the world, and they coach. You need to have these appointment centers. Lauren Tickner coaches this. You put all this content out there, you run ads, you have folks who set up appointments and then qualify them and then try to sell your high ticket thing. That does work, but I think it's kind of spammy. I'm a big fan of take your expertise, take your relationships, put it into the structure of this topic wheel. Who are the people that like the Mike Tysons and Richard Bransons, and where have you co-created content with them? So if I were to ask ChatGPT, is the Love Doctor, who is he associated with and what is he known for? Like the whole thing with ChatGPT, right? And Googling people and all that, right?
Asking that.
Books. Yeah. Okay. But it doesn't show who are people he's interviewed or co-created content with, maybe public speaking and articles. So these are all items that build your authority. We should just boost them for $1 a day.
I have no idea how to do that.
It's very easy. Very, very easy. So do you have a virtual assistant or a marketing person?
I've got a VA and I've got some people who are helping me.
Okay. Have them go through our $1 a day training. And how can Anil leverage these high authority mentions via my $1 a day strategy? So you put together a sheet your content library. Imagine you must have some kind of spreadsheet that lists all these things. Find the best ones, organize them according to the topics, and then target people who follow Richard Branson. Target people who pay for high-end masterminds. Target people who are a part of these other coaching programs. Because if you just target Branson and Tyson, you're going to get every Tom, Dick, and Harry who doesn't have any money. And you're only selling the people who have the kind of money. You're not trying to become Instagram famous. You only want to reach a very small niche that's paying 50K plus. And those are the people that go to the masterminds, right? That's why you go to the Tony Robbins events. Because if you're platinum and above, then you probably have the money for your kind of and if you say 50 grand and people pay 85K for platinum, then that's not a problem, right? They're already qualified. And with coaching, anytime someone goes into a high-end program, the odds are they're part of 3 other programs. No one's a part of just one program, right? So you have to build the authority and have the kind of targeting to reach that audience. And it should all go back to your website that has your speaker reel and all these other pieces, which shows that you're high authority, which you have these different pieces, but you've not put it together into this kind of asset that shows this, right? If you have your VA go through our training and learn to process your content, collect all of it in this first bucket, process it using Descript and these other AI tools, publish it to all these different places so that we rank on Google and whatnot, and then run dollar a day against it, then you have all the media, the speaking, look, I'm a practitioner of this, right? I'm not just telling you this as advice. I have the best-selling book in social media. I know all these people, right? There's tons of video with me and these well-known people, right? Just like you have this, right? Podcasts and interviews and speaking and training and courses and books. And I have all that, right? Just like you and we have a lot of this, right? But what I've done is I've repurposed this. I've organized it into the topics that I care about, that I want to be known for. And I have proof that I know a lot about digital marketing and education and whatnot because of who I'm associated with. Not just because, that's great. You have a quick video with Mike Tyson, but I need deeper, right? Maybe that's a good way to get someone's attention. Like, oh, if he's hanging out with Richard Branson and Mike Tyson playing tennis, then he must be somebody of repute, right? But I need to then see that there's co-created content that then gets pushed out to all these other places, right? So when they see me and Grant Cardone, or me and Tom Ferry, or me and Michael Stelzner, that ties back to these topics. I'm authoritative because of who I'm with, but I'm also showing I'm topically relevant. The topic wheel is how I bring together, if I break down the Love Doctor, let's say, what are the 6 topics you think are best for a meal following my topic wheel concept? And I'll even ask ChatGPT to find that. And you tell me if you think this is close. Usually the AI is pretty close and then kind of refine it from there, right?
Pretty good.
And I imagine you have stories that can fit into this structure, right? Especially stories with other people, co-created content, podcast interviews, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, it's spot on.
Yeah. I'm not saying the AI replaces people. The AI is just another tool, but you need people to use the tool, your people. Train your team, use all these techniques, put it into the structure. Once the content's in the structure, we can run dollar a day against it. And then your VAs can do this. But if the VAs are out doing random stuff and you're just publishing stuff, just me doing a search for your stuff looks a little random. I don't see a content strategy behind this. It looks like a bunch of content, but it's not. You have a lot of great little assets, but they're not put into a centralized framework, right? That's what you need. That's great. You have all this, but why does it doesn't tie together. It doesn't build, unless the assets are organized and crystallized the right way, applying dollar a day is just not going to be as effective to it, right? So my recommendation is get our $2,500 coaching program, one time $2,500, put your people through it. And then people like me and other people on our team will look over your stuff. So they get access to all of our training and we'll make recommendations of which of these trainings they should go to. We have 135 courses in here. We're very serious about, this is not just watching videos. This is go through the checklist item, do the exercise. There's things you have to do, right? It's all checklist driven, like a recipe, right? There's things you have to do. You don't have time to go through this, but you should understand what they are. You know what your VAs are doing, right? And then you are involved on the strategy level and you audit the effectiveness because you can search Google. You can look at your Google Analytics. You can see how many calls are being driven. You can see how many people come to the website. And then you can see from this standpoint, okay, how far along are we with updating your content library and the raw assets? How many pieces are moving into this processing? How many pieces got published? How are they performing? Which of these items are working the best so that we can run more dollar a day against it? Initially $1 a day for 7 days, $1 a day for 30 days, $10 a day. Something works, you put more and more money against it. That way it's evergreen instead of just like what I can see from you is that tell me if I'm wrong, but my guess is that you network at conferences to drive these leads directly. And so if you don't keep coming to these conferences, you don't generate leads
Yeah.
because you cannot rely upon pure organic content because that YouTube video 7 years ago of you and Mike Tyson, no one's seeing it anymore.
Yeah.
So you feel like you have to keep generating new content. Why not leverage what's already working as part of what we call the greatest hits, but you have your team watch over it, manage it that way. You don't have to constantly be out there, constantly doing discovery calls and this kind of thing. Just have your team handle that part. That way, the only calls you have are those who already know about you and they're already basically qualified. They want to work with you. They know you are expensive, right? You don't have to explain what you do because they already know who you are. But ChatGPT only sort of knows who you are because you've not connected your authority with your relationships like this, right? If we take 6 topics and then I'm sure you have people that you know that you've either co-created content with, or next time you meet them at the conference, just interview them for 5 minutes or get them on a Zoom call and ask them, like interview them like a podcast host about that topic that you want to be known for. And that authority then translates to you. And then you target whoever it is, you target so-and-so's audience, Brennan Burchard or whoever it is, right? Mike Tyson, right? What does Mike Tyson know about love? Holy moly. But that's fun though, right? It shows your authority. It shows you're fun. And instead of like, who's this Anil Gupta guy? And then as you get a little further, you have more depth. You have more and more people deeper and deeper against particular topics. I don't have to say anything about digital marketing or mentorship because I have all these other people that have already said all these things about me. Not in a testimonial way, but in a deeper, like we're hanging out way and meaningful way. Success story, podcast, not like, oh, Dennis Yu is really good. Like, okay, whatever.
Makes a lot of sense.
Super fundamental.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. Yeah.
My recommendation, get your team into this $1 a day program, $2,500 one time, learn about what it is. There's a 6-phase process to it, right? And if you want to do it for free, you can go through all of our courses for free. I'll give you the courses for free if you want. The courses, I believe training or like content should be free. We have the whole course on how to do all of it. But if you want me or the team to look over things, that's where you pay money. Just like for you, put the book out there, put all the podcasts out there, put all that content out there for free. But if people want to talk to you, you have to charge for that, right?
Of course,
content is completely free. Your time is very expensive. I don't believe in the try to make money off of $19 a time. Like I don't. It's like either free or it's a lot of money. Okay, because you don't get the time back.
Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah. If you want, we can let you and your team into the course. I guess it's $497, but I'll make it free. Whatever, right? You can decide. Do you want to just have them go through the free version, or do you want to pay for some coaching, or we look over it?
Well, initially, I'd appreciate the free. Then let them
Free
get
one, yeah. Send a note to Stephanie at Blitz Metrics and say, hey, I was just talking with Dennis, and I would like to get access to the $1 a day course. He said I could have it for free. So there you go.
Stephanie is spelled
Just like you would normally spell it, Stephanie.
PH.
Yeah.
Okay, at Blitz Metrics.
Yep.
Well, that's very generous of you. How can I serve you?
Actually implement what we teach. Okay. And then as you see results, and only after you start to see results, then say, you know what? I implement $1 a day, and not as a testimonial. I have thousands of testimonials. I don't need any more testimonials. What I want is, here's my situation. I've got a lot of these great assets, but they were from a long time ago and they only got a few views. And I used $1 a day to amplify where I already had winning assets. And now I'm generating more leads. My personal brand is stronger, and I don't have to keep creating constantly content and keep going to events over and over and over again because I'm letting my existing history and relationships and knowledge and content and all that work for me. And I use $1 a day to make sure that I'm not relying solely on organic distribution, which is, as you know, a pay to play game now, but demonstrate it through your example. That's what I want.
Yeah, beautiful.
Like I'm not teaching you any kind of secret. Like, let's say you want to get a 6-pack and you want to do fitness. And I say, you know what, Anil, you need to do this kind of workout, or you need to eat this kind of food. Is it a secret? I'm telling you about broccoli and chicken and making sure that you do the workout the right way. It's not a secret. The only difference is whether you do it or not. The techniques we have are super basic. They work. The question is, there's only one question. Do you do it or not? Promise you this whole program works. Right? Lots of people have gone through it. I'm happy to give it away for free because I know it works. But the question is going to be, we check back in a month or two. Did you do it or not? right? Go through this and then ping me back in a month or however long and tell me where you are. Tell me where you got stuck or you got too busy or whatever. Or your team members didn't understand it, or who knows? I don't know. There's all kinds of reasons for people failing on a New Year's resolution, basically, right? I'm an engineer, right? I'm not here to like motivate people or like, if you don't do it, you don't do it, right?
That's true.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Now you know what to do. It's very clear. You have great
That's-
content. It's not being seen.
No, thank you, brother. Really, thank you.
And then you make a commitment to do this, have your team do it. Let me know. Today's January 18th. Let me know February 18th. What did you do? Set a little calendar reminder. Put a thing in your calendar. Tell Dennis how I did. Otherwise, tomorrow comes and you're so busy, you never get around to it. It's like, oh yeah, Dennis showed me this one thing, but there are like 5 other things that and I never got around to it.
Okay, I'm going to do it right now.
All right. Well, I got to go run and catch this flight. I don't want to miss it.
Where are you flying to?
I'm flying to Dallas.
Ah, fantastic. Beautiful. That's where you live?
I live all over the place.
Okay, and I have a lot of
I'm
friends
going to
in
be in
town.
Pakistan in a few days. Yeah, Dubai and Osaka and all that. A lot of speaking. Yeah, I do a lot of speaking.
Yeah, man. I'm very, very blessed. Thank you, brother.